Hello guys and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Heather. I love makeup and all things shiny, as we can see. Today I'm going to be playing with the High Tide palette from Colourpop. We're going to be doing some other Colourpop things. I've got the bronzing balm, we've got the eyebrow wax, blushes, highlighter, that is what I was looking for, and yeah, we're just going to be having a bit of a play. If you guys want to see how I did this look, if you want to hear my thoughts on that palette, if you just want to mess around with some makeup, please do keep on watching. So I asked you guys what you wanted to see and someone requested a Colourpop video, so here we are. I got the High Tide the other day and the Blue Moon. I have already had a play with this and my phone managed to yeet itself into one of the shades. On the phone to Daniel, at the time all I heard was wee, which amused me a lot. I've got highlighter, we've got blush, we've got the bronzer, we've got the eyebrow wax. I think that's everything that I own from Colourpop. And the rest of my base will just do as normal. So now I have used these a little bit. If you can hear that panting, apologies, Logan's just been out. So he's a bit out of breath. He's been a little shit. So first things first is the Colourpop Clear Feather Effect Styling Wax. Now this took a bit of getting used to. I've had to change up my routine from what I would normally do. Same with the bronzer. Because this takes a little bit to set. When I initially started using it, I tried using it dry. Wasn't getting anything on my spoolie whatsoever. Speaking of spoolies, where did I put it? Don't know. We'll use a different one. It's fine. So yeah, it just looks like that in the thing. As you can see, I've been digging into it. I couldn't get anything on it when it was dry, so I googled and then it says you can use it wet. So I've just been using a bit of my Essence 3-in-1 face mist, which I use as my setting spray as well. Just one spray and then I get rid of the dog hairs. Why does your hair get everywhere, Logan? Just scrape. Try and get some on the spoolie. It's quite clear. And then I just brush these up. Need some more. Like I said, I have had to vary up my routine for this because I don't normally do my brows first. Yeah, they do. I just want to behave. Not getting them the way that I want them, which is typical. So yeah, I'm going to leave them to set a little bit. It sounds very setting your eyebrows, but that's makeup for you. And then we're going to get into the eyeshadow and do everything else as I normally would. It's just showing that I've got a patchy eyebrow instead. It's fine, we can fill them in. I need some more eyelids. We're just using my trusty Louise Rumour 0.5 blank canvas thing. No idea what I'm doing yet. When do I ever? Okay. Like I said, I do have the Blue Moon as well, but I think I'm going to just use the High Tide today because these are definitely more my kind of tones. Okay. So, good old Jessup 237. I definitely need to buy more of them Peaches dupes because I love these brushes. Okay. So yeah, like I said, my phone had a bit of an accident. I'm going to go into Urchin first, which is this shade here. Just going to stamp that up here. If that's not one of the nicest shades you've ever seen, you're lying to me. Was really well applied. And then of course, Sigma E41. I'm sure you guys know by now what my favourite brushes are. Not like I use them all the time or anything. Like, how is that not a nice colour? I'd be like, Gaia, you need this one. You need this palette. Sorry. I know you... I think you know Bai's finished now. I know you're not going to appreciate me telling you that, but I do think you need this palette. Then we're going to go into New Wave, which is... deepen it up a little bit. Logan's just sniffing around, so again, apologies if you hear that. And I was just laying my washing instead. Well, I definitely went higher than you have, so let's just match that up. I'm definitely with it today. Like, might just be me because I love teal, but those tones are so nice. And I'm going to go into Flora, which I won't pick up the palette because I've just got fallout everywhere. It's quite a kick-uppy shade. It's the grey blue. I'm staring at my camera while I'm trying to blend. yeah, all performing nicely so far. No complaints. Now, gonna go into the shimmers. Last time I did this, I wasn't that impressed with them. I'll tell you now. I tried everything that I could to get them to look the way I wanted them to. I wet them, I used a glitter glue words, I used my fingers, nothing was playing ball, nothing. So let's try again. We're going to go into Must See, which is the centre shade. Maybe I was expecting more like a pastel roses shimmer. It's even more satiny, maybe? Like the colour's lovely and everything, it just wasn't giving me what I wanted. You know what I mean? It's just not giving me that pop. Which from Colourpop. Made fun. Even in this time of stress. Comment down below if you know what I'm referencing. If you get it right, 10 points to Hufflepuff. It's like we're Hufflepuffs here, we're not Gryffindors. Fight me. That feels a bit more Slytherin thing to say. Oh well. Yeah, they're definitely more of a discreet shimmer rather than like I've just gone from using the Wilderness palette from Beauty Bay, and that has some amazing shimmers in it. As opposed to these, which aren't even picking up on camera that they're shimmery. Like, they're wrong. They're really nice. They're really nice colours. They go on really easily. They're just not what I was expecting. Because I've heard good things about the Colourpop shimmer formula. And I guess I was just a bit disappointed. Yeah, I've heard good things. I'm used to, like, you guys know I love pastel roses, so I'm used to their kind of shimmery thing. Like, it's a nice look, I don't hate it, I'm not taking it off. This time, should I say, because last time I tried this palette I took this off and did a red look instead. Yeah, like I said, I don't hate it. I'm just not in love. I thought I would be with this palette. Okay, that's a lie. I love the mattes, which, if you know me, you know how strange that is to say. Because I'm a magpie. We all know this. It's not news to anyone. I love shiny things. So when a palette is a really good, as Mrs. says, shim shim, I'm all over it. But this one, inwards. I just deepened the outer corner with Luna. And I'm just going over the top with Currants just to make it a bit more greeny, tealy green. What do we think? Yeah, like the minute I saw that Colourpop were doing a teal palette, I was like, I have to have it. Have to. But yeah, the shimmers just aren't doing it for me. I'm not taking it off, don't panic. I'm just going to neaten up these edges. And then we'll get into the base. Base. All about that base. Those are two very different songs. DJ Parry over here, don't care. Okay. Like I said, I don't hate it. We all know, I love blue. Especially teal, and it's a good boy. B, it's a winged out look, so I'm gonna be into it. Let's just face facts. Let's go from. I have two foundations that I need to try. Excuse you. Okay. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover primer, which I've been loving recently. Thank you for the recommendation, Daniela. I only bought the mini because obviously I want to try it first before I committed to the whole thing, but I'm enjoying it. Probably gonna. Don't know if you guys saw that, but if you did, you should be impressed the amount of times I failed to grasp that brush. But yeah, probably gonna rebuy it. Let's go in with Urban Decay Hydromaniac for a change. Excuse you. I use shade 20. I was going to buy shade 10 and then I saw Missy use shade 10 in one of her videos and it looked way too pale for her. I know she uses Mont Blanc from NARS, similar to myself, so I thought I'd go one shade up, which in my opinion isn't a bad match until you get hair in it. Miranda, if you're watching, you'll be pleased to know I have dampened my sponge. I have learnt the error of my ways. Yeah, I never used to. Oh, I'm sorry. I never used to dampen them, and then I did one once, and I was like, why haven't I been doing this the entire time? Because I'm an idiot. That is why. Using a bit of NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in CW02. which doesn't have bad coverage whatsoever. I was using the Essence Skipping Lung Concealer a lot, but I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. Similar with my foundation, I've been using NARS a lot, but in my last video I used the Dior, and in this one I'm using Decay. Who even am I? Right, so one of the other things that I bought from Colourpop, when I can reach it, is the Sol Body Bronzer. Actually, it's called the Sol Face and Body Bronzing Balm. I got it in shade lights because it smells really good. I can't work out what it smells like. Answers on a postcard, please. I'm just going to go in with my Peaches 24. If you guys were interested in the foundation brush that I just used, was my Zoeva 104 buffer brush and a Eco Tools sponge. So yeah, I had to try and keep reminding myself that I need to do my bronze before I set my face because it's a green product. As you can see, it has some pigment to it, but it does blend out really easily. I'm just using a big fluffy brush. Maybe went a bit ham on this side. It's fine. Baby hairs out of the way. I swear I didn't have this much hair in my makeup when I actually had my hair down. That's baby hairs for you. Using the same sponge that I used a minute ago. Definitely have a hair here somewhere. Yeah, that's the bronzer. I'm sure I can build it up if... maybe we'll. Maybe we'll go a bit bronze heavy today. Let's build it up a bit. Check that it is actually buildable because I've not really gone bronze heavy yet with it. Yeah, I initially bought this one because Angelica Nikvist, again apologies if I'm butchering that, had it in like her top 10 bronzers, and Colourpop is relatively inexpensive for us in England. I bought it with the 30% off that they had on not long ago. So yeah, it is buildable, definitely. Would recommend. I'm a fan. Put it in the wrong drawer. I'm about to say I'm going to go bronze heavy and then I'll go over it with my sponge anyway. Sorry I'm back and forth, but my drawers are here and I didn't get everything out because I'm not that organised. Oh god, my battery's about to die. Let me get my charger. Okay, we are charging. We're good. I need to... What are you staring at yourself in the mirror for? This is a weirdo. Just need to set my face. was a weird sentence to say. We use the Marc Jacobs powder because why not? There was another Daniela recommendation that she sent me the sample for, actually, very kindly. And I really like it. It's one of those low talc recipes, I think. Daniela, please correct me if I'm wrong. It's the Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder in Invisible, in the Finish line. Yeah. It's very nice. Works amazingly with the NARS. And the Hydromaniac, apparently. Excuse how crappy my lips look, but they're not the best at the moment. Anyway, as I was saying, we bought 3 blushes from Colourpop. I have the shades Drop of a Hat, Gross Flirt, and Count Me In. Now when I saw this one online, I thought it was really nice, and then it came and I was like, oh my god, that's so dark, but it's not. So I'll just grab some swatches and then I'll decide which one I want to use. Okay, so we've got, it's pretty hard to pick up in the pan. So we have Gross Flirt, Drop of a Hat, and Count Me In. Let's go with this one. Let's try that one. I mean, I used an orange blush in my last look, so let's go for it, shall we? Let's wipe this off in case I need to. I don't know what I need to use my palm for in the makeup, but I'll go with it. Just loading up my Zoeva 106. I do mean loading it up. This is where I'm like, oh no. I mean, it is there. No, it's because I went a bit bronze heavy. You okay? He was banged his head on the chair. The neighbour's dog yelped or something and made him jump. Yeah, like I said, it looked really scary in the pan, but it buffs out quite nicely, in my opinion. You know, I'll walk downstairs and Jack will say, you look crazy. Which, I mean, isn't picking up on camera, which is what matters. You've seen me look crazy lots of times. Now I have the Colourpop Supershock cheek in Flexitarian, which it's very pretty. Like, do I still prefer my Steph Toms? Yes. Is Steph Toms easier to get out of the pan? Yes. Do I still like this? Yes. Like, you can't argue with it. I just don't like having to dig my brush in as much as I do. But such a soft formula that you have to do a bit of digging. Like I said, you can't argue with that reflection. Anyway, let's do my eyebrows really quickly. This is going to be a really long video. As you can see, my eyebrows have not stayed up as much as I would have liked. I have just on my base, but still you'd think that wax would be able to cope, because it's not like I've gone over my eyebrows with my sponge, my brush or anything. And like I can still move my eyebrow hairs with this pen, so I wouldn't recommend that one personally. Like, it's not bad, just not amazing, as you can tell from my tone. Right, let's see. And this a little bit more up here, get diffused, and then we'll do more stuff on my face. Again, I'm really sorry, this video is turning really long, so thanks for sticking around, basically. Okay, let's move those out of the way. Back into High Tide. Let's go into New Wave. Let's put that down the bottom. Always concerning when you are doing your lower lash line and you see all that like powder coming up and going in your eyeball apparently. Ugh, that was gross. Apologies. Yep. Da, 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 da. Yeah, like I feel like even though I've not had this on long, I feel like the shimmers have lost what shimmer they had already. Could just be me being picky about my shimmers, but I'm allowed. Just going into Luna on the outside of the lower lash line and just taking it up to find that wing. I might do an eyeliner wing in a minute, just because these shimmers are just like, it's annoying because they look really nice on camera on your finger. When you put them on and it's just a bit, okay. Like, do you know what I mean? Is it just me? Could just be me. Just tell me if it's me. So yeah. That is most of my makeup done. Again, apologies, this video is turning out to be 27 hours long. Don't eat your arm off to get away from it. Was that 47 hours? Don't know. Don't try and make jokes either when you don't know what you're referencing. Like, I know what film I'm talking about, I just don't know what it's called. 107 hours? I give up. Also, if anyone's interested, Puff Puff Cup. I got it from Comic Con the other year. What are you? Quite a few foundation on it. Let's try this on the inner corner. I didn't do a lot, did it? Let's try spraying it. Let's give it a chance. If not, I'm going back in with the highlighter. Because yeah, that's just disappointing. Yeah, that's just disappointing about this one. What do you do? A bit better, but not really. Oh, that is a broken shade. Yeah, it's just not really doing a lot. Let me just press that back in. I found a hole. So, in conclusion, High Tide, matte's really nice, satin shimmers, could take or leave them. Like, I think if I'm going to do another look with this palette, I will use some Pastel Roses or the Book of Magic, maybe. Okay, I have waffled on and farted around basically far too long. I'm going to go and finish up and I'll be back in a sec. Here is the finished look. I don't hate it, I'm just not feeling it. I think because I'm not the happiest with my lipstick at the minute because my lips are a bit sore. So it looks like a child did it, but I mean, I can't say that's hugely different from when I normally do it, but like, it's fine, it's fine. We're not talking about the lips anyway, because that's not what we're here for on the video. The High Tide palette, like I said, the mattes performed really well. Yet to be convinced by the shimmers. The bronzer, I love the wax, don't really bother, not the best. Highlighters, really nice, blush is really nice. Yes, everything but the brow wax basically is what I would recommend. But if you're after a really nice like tealy shimmer, not from this palette, I'm afraid. The lashes are Lois in Confidence, and everything else will be in the description box. Like I said, I wasn't particularly happy with the eye look, so I did eyeliner, I did an inner corner wing, which I always struggle with. Does anyone else have them really tiny hairs like in the right inner corner of their eye, or is it just me? Mine are anomaly of science. When I say science, I don't know. But yeah, I have these really tiny hairs about here, which makes inner corner wings really hard. Please tell me I'm not alone, for one thing. If you guys have any tips on dealing with them, or how to get rid of them. I'm cautious about plucking them because A, it'll really hurt, and B, I don't want any infections or anything. But yeah, anyway, that's besides the point. We are here for the Colourpop. Like I said, if you do get a chance to grab this, I would just for the mattes alone. It's got some really nice tones in it. They all performed really well together, they all blended really nicely. It depends on how hard Colourpop is to get where you live. It took a while to get to me. I think it was nearly 2 weeks before they shipped, because obviously they were having a big backlog from the 30% off, which I guess I can't blame them. And then it took another 2 weeks, I think, to get to England. Which I guess not too bad. At least they work out the taxes and stuff for you before you check out, so you shouldn't get any nasty surprises. So yeah, that is the finished look. Let me know what you think. If you're sick of me rambling on at you yet, if you've made it to this point in the video, 10 points to Hufflepuff. Yes, so like I said, this is it. I don't know how to finish this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. There will be less rambly videos, I hope. Not that the last two have been anything to go off. There is more mythology makeup coming. I don't know if you guys are in my heathens or not, but I filled a full notebook already, full of research for it, so yeah, got some interesting ones coming. Anyway, ramble over. Thank you very much for joining me. Please come back. Please subscribe. See you later.